Hello guys, Kelly here. Just a bit of an update on this sump. As you can see, the fluidised section is fluidised reasonably well. There's a lot of white still in there because I've just put another bucket of K1 micro in, so it's got both them in it now. That's all my filter socks, so it's just quick to replace them. Yeah, so that's going well, and even the stuff that was put in, I mean, it was all just floating right on the top at first. But now it's fluidising. Makes it hard to do a video when I've got that there, don't I? Of the fluidised bed. I've dropped the level on that a little bit, so instead of being high up like it was when it gets into the last section, it's actually going through the bubble trap properly. Still got that media in there. Should really put it in there, there's room for it at the minute. But yeah, so it's still going through the 3 filter socks. I've changed the micron level of that though. I've put on 200s because I had 100s and a 50, and oh god, they just jam up real quick. Every day I was coming in, and there ain't even much livestock, and I ain't feeding crazy, but there was enough muck getting in them that there was starting to overflow. So yeah, I've got matrix in there now as well, a bit of seachem matrix, a bit of muck in there from where I lifted one of them out and poured all the gear back in by accident. It'll get sorted, I'll siphon it out every now and again. But yeah, so there's a couple of bags of matrix, there's a litre of matrix in, seachem matrix, as well as the Serra and the EARM substrate and the Biome Ultimate and Ultra. But yeah, I just thought I would have a bit of a look down here. I've built some better lids out of polycarbonate, I did them in the end. I don't know if you can see, but they don't move, that's me pressing on them so you don't get no bowing. And you can see, if I just sort of do this, you can see hopefully all the moisture that's catching what would be evaporating into the cabinet. So yeah, it's a bit of a beast. But yeah, all that brown media is the good stuff. And the white's going that way, because I mean it was bright white a day ago. So yeah, the moving bed's going well. It is running off 2 EARM 400s with 2 air stones on each, because obviously there's 10 litres of media to swill about. And once it's all actually seeded, that will be a bit of a beast, especially with all that rubbish in there. My wiring's a bit wild over there because I've had a bit of a bad one. I'm going to do a video about that. The Fluval lighting controller, oh, it's the worst piece of garbage. I did a video of some issues I've had, but I just kept finding it come down in the morning and the light would be on. Don't know how long it had been on overnight or what have you, but the light itself is brilliant, the Fluval Plant 2.0, excellent. But the actual controller, you set it, you put all your times in, and it obeys it for like a week, and then after that it just randomly turns it on and off when it wants. The final straw, I've sent it back, was it was just sat one morning, just flashing on and off, just like full, 100% now, 100% now. So it was like really stressing my fish out, and at no point should it have ever gone on 100%. It was only ever set to 50 on the controller. There'd be no power cuts, no nothing. So, but yeah, it's one of them. If there's a power cut, you have to connect to it again and put your settings back in. It's got a lot of issues with them. So I'm hoping I just had a faulty one. But yeah, look at that. Wobbling away. So there's 4 of these air stones, 1 at the front, 1 at the back doing the same, and 1 at each side doing the same. So once that stuff, that white stuff there, gets a bit of bacteria on it and has been in the water a bit longer. So say anyone who's building one, when you first put it in, it all just sits on the top and don't move. You're like, oh, that's a waste. But as it gets some bacteria on it, gets a bit of muck on it, you start to get a bit of sinking stuff, and then your air does start throwing it about. So all in now in this sump area, I'm very happy with the way everything's running. I've also, I don't know if you can see, I've moved my wave maker down a little bit. It just means stuff's working a bit better. There's a big ball of plants up there, all floating plants, which has been excellent because I've had 2, well, my male cherry barbs have been fighting each other. One of them's got, I said earlier in the video, it got his scale ripped off, but they've been throwing eggs about and all sorts up there, so been actually actively breeding. So I think I've already talked about that. This is the next day because, you know. But yeah, so there's a quick look at the sump. running its way on a freshwater tank. To say most people just use canisters. Now there's a mixed bag. If you want the quietest filter you can get, go canisters. Well, go internal, but go canisters for, you know, big tanks. You know, an FX4 is going to be quieter than this. You can probably hear that water noise, but that's because I'm using hard piping with, you know, some right angles. If you actually used the soft piping, that'd get rid of probably 70–80% of that noise, which would be borderline sound. I mean, you'd hear the air pumps over that then. But as it is now, it's quiet enough for me in here. If I did a little light, say I might have showed it on a different video. I don't really remember what I've done. There's a little switch there, little USB light. We're going to turn around and have a look at it, maybe. So I've just got a little switch just here for when I'm working in the cabinet. It's got two switches. It's got one what's just like yellowy light, and then one what's like, you know, natural light. You bang them both on and you get that. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching.